Planet Zoo, Planet Zoo. It's time to play Planet Zoo. Hello, welcome back to Planet Zoo. This is Martini 4. We're back here at Talbot National Zoo again. And today we are working on our red river hog habitat. I know in the last episode I said that I would probably be adding the red river hogs and cheetahs to this section, but looking at the map and the way the river is routed and everything and the train line, I've decided against the cheetahs at this time. So the red river hogs will be the last animal to go into our Africa section. And then we will work on the Asia portion, and we will be done with the river walk. So here, building the shelter and like the keeper hut area, the backstage area. Trying to figure out what to do with the roof. I didn't like the curved parts, so I went with the square. I just think it looks better that way. But yeah, just trying to keep in with the theme, using the bamboo walls. Nothing too dramatic here because it's kind of there's walkways all the way around this area. So I didn't want to put in a huge building. It's kind of a small location, just kind of throwing these guys in. But yeah, that it fits perfectly in this area. So I was really happy that I did have enough space. So yeah, you can see kind of off to the right is where the hippos and rhinos are. So it's not right up against the river, but I do make their habitat really muddy looking. So yeah, still working on the inside here. I decided to move the keeper door to the inside so they could still get to the hut and the transformer that's in there. Just placing down some mesh fences just to keep the hogs inside. And then for the barrier on the outside here, instead of designing a fence and just placing that around, I decided to just use these rock pieces, the rock cladding, as a fence. I'm sure I've seen somebody else do it before. I can't place a name or anything, but yeah, I like the way it turned out. Just make them all different heights and kind of going up and down. Yeah, I think it looks really nice. It's something kind of different rather than just regular fences and stuff. And a lot of times I use the rocks that make the barriers, but just not the really thin ones like this. So yeah, I wanted to conserve space instead of putting down the large rock pieces that take up a lot of area. I wanted to give them as much room as possible in this little confined space because I can't expand anywhere. And then on the edges where they come together, just kind of put a little rock formation there just to kind of hide that seam and give it a little more interesting look. And then I put down cladding all around the base of it. Apparently these guys are diggers, so just kind of to keep them from digging out underneath the fence or underneath the barrier there. Yeah, and then I just go through and I just decide to start everything out with dirt terrain, and then I'll adjust that as needed once the animals get in there. And then of course you got to have their mud pit to roll around in, and using the terrain technique again to kind of lift it up. I still have not gotten the hang of it. It took me a little while to get it looking halfway decent, and then again I use rocks to kind of line some of the edges. So in the end it looked alright, and they do use it. I've gotten some video and pictures of them rolling around. And of course throwing in their enrichment items and stuff before I start decorating. And seeing as how I don't think the keepers can get out there, I kept all the food enrichment inside the building and then the toy enrichment on the outside. And placing down some foliage now. I I made it a point to remember or to tell myself what kind of bushes I was putting down in the foliage, and now that I'm recording the voiceover, I can't remember what they're called. So sorry about that. One of these days I'll just write it down so I can tell you guys exactly what I'm putting in the habitats. But you can see the hogs running around now. They're already pretty happy with their habitat. So now it's just a matter of making it look nice for everyone else. So yeah, I didn't do a lot with the terrain. I kept it pretty flat. So just trying to figure out how to fill out the space, make it look a little more interesting with some rock work, little rock formation in the middle, and then just a bunch of rubble everywhere else. Their little pool is really shallow. I was gonna place rocks on the bottom, but I didn't know if that would affect where they could walk, and I wanted them to, you know, go in there and essentially play in the mud. I wanted it to be kind of like a big mud puddle, pretty much. As far as the foliage goes, I don't really use a whole lot of different plants and stuff. I do place down a bunch of this leaf litter just to kind of give it that I don't want to say dirty look, but you know, just kind of a natural leftover you know, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, so take it as you will. I just thought it looked good. Give some more texture to just the brown dirt soil look. And now placing in the education boards in different locations. Just trying to look for some sort of statue or whatever. All I could find were these signs. So I put a couple of them up on the barriers here. I was hoping to have some sort of like little statue I could put out in that corner area, but I have nothing. And now putting up speakers everywhere. and then decorating the place with some landscaping. I just kind of copied and pasted stuff that I've already used in the area just to kind of keep it all cohesive. And I still like those, what are they, African daisies? Yeah, I like the color of those guys, so. Gonna be kind of sad when I leave the Africa area, because I won't be able to use those anymore. And now just covering the edges here with the bamboo, just kind of keeping in with the theme. Very, very tedious doing this. And I just realized I forgot to go back with a smaller piece right there to fill in that little corner. I'll have to go back and do that. So, yeah, it looks like I'm assuming they've fixed the franchise bug, because I didn't have any issues while recording this video. Super excited about that. I keep looking for information for, confirmation, but I haven't seen anything. So if anyone knows for sure, drop it in the comment. Let us know if you know anything, if they actually have fixed it for sure. And here I wanted to throw in some like broken trees and logs and stuff. I was going to use the strangler roots, but I didn't feel like it fit the theme. So I just went through and grabbed all these little birch branches and fallen trees and stuff. Just kind of make a couple of little piles. I haven't really used the small twigs too much because, in my opinion, they're a little too small for making piles. It just takes so much to actually be visible. And I don't have that much patience, I guess. But yeah, I did a little bit right there. And now working on the pathway, just getting everything lined up and ready to go for the guests. So here we are in the end cinematics. Pretty quick little habitat went up. The river hogs seem to be pretty happy. It's my first time building a habitat for them, so they're pretty cool looking. Their faces are a lot weirder than I realized, but yeah. And it kept raining when I was recording this, so kind of makes everything look even muddier, which was kind of cool. But I waited forever for the sun to come out, and it never did. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop me a comment, let me know. Not a lot of people are commenting, so hit that subscribe button for me if you would. Hit the like to help with the algorithm. Get me out there so people can find me. I appreciate it, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye.